Very maximum, very good figures if one tries to say if these facilities could have been used, how many people could we have gotten through them? And based on a very good figure to get large numbers through, and that's something along the order of 1,700 a week.
Actually, did you ever see the films of people who were loaded into boxcars? Thousands at a time. Documentary films. Films. I'm not talking about makeup films.
Japanese were loaded into boxcars and exterminated gas chambers. If we would have used just the physical floor space, assuming those facilities were gas chambers, to execute 6 million people would have taken 68 years. And with the crematories that they have, which were nowhere near the quality of what we have today, based on if we
Mr.
put
Lucia, why do we make these figures up?
I have no idea where the figures came from.
Why, Mr. Smith, do these figures made up in your view?
Listen, these stories against the Germans originated as black propaganda, perfectly ordinary, mainly by the Soviets and the U.S. This story would never have got off the ground if it wasn't institutionalized at Nuremberg by retrogressive legal system at Nuremberg. After this, it looks like it's been a Jewish story because Zionists took the ball and ran with it. But this is a story that was institutionalized not by Jews, but by the Soviet and American governments at Nuremberg in a very disgusting series of trials.
All right, I've got the thing right here.
You said on Patrick Bet-David's podcast as well, they play the victim card so effing much about Jewish people. I mean, do you not understand why Jewish people might feel a sense of victimhood, given that 6 million of them were killed in World War II by a genocidal monster in the Holocaust? Do you not understand why that might make Jewish people feel that, yes, they have indeed been victims?
Yeah, I mean, that figure's been revised, but, you know, I believe that Jewish supremacy is the greatest threat to America, and I think it's the greatest threat to the world today. I truly believe that.
What do you mean the figure's been revised? What do you mean?
Well, they said that it was 4 million that died in Auschwitz, and then they said it was down to 1 million. So they've revised the figure.
Well, how many people? How many people do you think were killed in the Holocaust?
271,000 that died in Auschwitz.
How many do you think were killed in the Holocaust?
I don't know, but I would bet my entire net worth that it was under 6 million.
Again, I simply ask you, Dan, what's the motivation for making claims like that? What do you stand to gain by trying to diminish what happened in World War II?
I'm just answering your question. I mean, I'm a gambler, so if I think that something is a low probability, then I would bet on it. And I don't know for a fact, but the evidence all says that it was less than 6 million. I mean, just the mathematics don't work. Like, you can't cremate that many bodies. Like the whole gas chamber thing, it's a very ineffective way to kill people. So when people have researched this and they've done the due diligence, they said it's mathematically impossible.
You see, I'm sorry, but I just find that unbelievably offensive, and I'm not even Jewish. Again, there is clear evidence that 6 million people, almost predominantly Jewish, were killed in the Holocaust. 12 million were killed by the Nazis in total. They were a genocidal monstrosity of the Nazis who wanted to eliminate the Jewish people. And they tried extremely hard to do that.
You said 12 million were killed?
The Nazis killed 12 million people in World War II. 6 million were killed in 6 million were killed in the Holocaust. Or do you not believe that either?
Okay. I mean, Jews have killed far more Christians. Well, Jews have killed let's just accept the 6 million figure. Jews have killed far more Christians than that. I mean, it's not even close. If you look at the Bolshevik genocide, you look at the Holodomor, I mean, they've killed way more Christians. I mean, they basically invented the genocide. So, they deny the Armenian genocide. Israel denies that. They've lobbied the U.S. to deny that. I'm Armenian. They killed half of my people. So, and I'm not offended by that. If somebody questions that, it's not some crazy thing. I mean, Israel denies the Armenian Holocaust.